Hello and welcome back to Quick Tips. This week I'm going to talk to you a little bit about using Adobe Express Pages to make both web pages and presentations with just a few clicks. To get started, we're going to go to the purple plus button, scroll down, and select Web Page. Here in Web Pages, you can choose templates or start from scratch. Personally, I always like to start from scratch. Now all we have to do is put together our site. So let's start with a title, add a subtitle, and then add a nice photo background. To do that, just go to the plus button and choose photo. Over on the left-hand side of the screen, you can choose a photo or search for something. I'm just going to go with this featured photo here. Here at the bottom of the screen, you can see that it says scroll to start writing your story. If I scroll down, we can start adding content. There's a lot of different things here, but we're just going to take a look at a few today. The most common thing I use is split layout. This allows me to add an image and type. So let me go ahead and do some basic layout really quick. Here you can see that I've added a photo, some type, and some bullets. Pretty simple, but should get us started. Next, I'm going to add a glide show that'll allow me to scroll through multiple images. Once again, I can add the photos to the side panel, and when I'm done, I can select save. Now, as I scroll through these images, they will transition into each other. If I would like to add content to these areas, I can select the plus button, add text, buttons, GIFs, videos, and even photos. Let's add some content. Here I've quickly added some content to this page. If I want to edit the glide show, I can click on this cat and I want to choose Edit Photos. If you choose Delete, it will delete the entire glide show. If I go to Edit Photos, it allows me to choose which photos I want to remove. This photo is a little bit intense, so I'm going to delete it. Then I'm going to hit Save. Now you can continue to add content. If I scroll down, I can still add photos or text or buttons or whatever else I need to add. But let's pretend we're done. The first thing I need to do is come up here and give this a name. So I'm going to call this Cat Demo Page. And now that's saved into the cloud, so we can edit it later. If I want to use this as an actual web page, I'm going to select Share and Publish to Web. Once I do that, I can select Create Link, and this will publish it to the internet. I can copy that URL, go to a new tab, and paste it in to go to my page. If I scroll down, we can view it just like a typical website. If I go back, let's say I want to use this like a presentation. Instead of hitting share, I'm going to hit this play icon. With this play icon, I'm given arrows that I can use to navigate through my pages. So if I push the down arrow, it'll automatically start to go through my presentation. If I push back up, it will return to the previous screen. Using Express Pages is a really handy trick to give someone your presentation after you finish making it. One last trick. A lot of times I'll finish up my page by adding a QR code to that presentation. That way, if someone wants to get to it after the presentation, they can simply select the QR code and it'll take them right to my web page. Remember, if you publish your site and then add in other content, you'll need to come back up to Share and select Publish Changes, or other folks won't be able to see that online. Do you have any presentation tricks? Share them in the comments below. That's it for this week. Hope to see you again next week for another quick tip.